we're here for another video, and this time we are going to do the story of the time I covered his office in Post-it notes.
Yeah, you did that.
See, I've always wanted to do this prank, but I just never thought I could. So last year around February, I thought of it, so I got a text a few people and asked if they wanted to help me. And
Conspiracy.
Yeah, I basically just kind of got all the students against him.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them. I only did 3 people.
That's all you needed.
Yeah.
It's not even a very big office.
Yeah, but we were going to do it on his car.
Which is good that they didn't. I would not have responded as well.
But it rained that night, so we couldn't. So I got them all together, and I'm actually the only one who brought Post-it notes.
You brought enough.
Yeah.
How many Post-it notes do you think you had? Rough estimate.
10,000.
Minimum.
I still have a lot of them.
Seriously, not exaggerating. It was several thousand Post-it notes. Anyway,
Yeah. So the night came to pull the prank. So I snuck into the church and hid in the children's church with my mom till service started. Then once service started and I knew that youth had started, I went downstairs, and luckily his office door was unlocked.
And I always leave it unlocked because I'm dumb. And I'll point out, I actually saw her before service started, and then when service started, I realized Hannah's not here. That's really weird. But I don't know. Maybe she got sick. Maybe, I don't know. There's other people there, and so I never thought this one would betray me.
So I went down to his office and had my Walmart bag slammed full of Post-it notes and just got them out and started going crazy, stick them everywhere.
Okay, when she says everywhere, she literally means practically floor to ceiling, as far as you could reach up, you and your mom, just Post-it note wallpaper. Like Post-it note on my computer screen, Post-it note on my keyboard, on my chair, on every book on my bookshelf, on covering up the bookshelf, covering up pictures, like the door, the floor.
Yeah, and I made sure on the floor to stick them sticky side up.
Yes, yeah, I noticed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I walked in and just couldn't deal with it that day, and the next morning I came in and I had to pull them off my shoes and oh my gosh, it was insane. It was literally insane. You should have filmed it. That would have been a good video.
It would have, but I did not know that YouTubers existed when I filmed.
Well, live and learn.
Yeah.
That does not mean you get to do it again and put it on the internet. You did.
But I have to pull a senior prank.
What?
I have to pull a senior prank. We haven't come up with that.
On me?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Yes. Okay. It's a nice yes.
We haven't talked about it yet.
Good.
Me and Lois talked about it, but we didn't get very far.
Both of you are very creative. That is unfortunate for me.
So luckily, from his office, you can hear what's going on in the youth room.
Yes, right below it.
So I listened. I couldn't hear what he was saying. I could tell someone was talking. So that's how I monitored how the service was going. But I had 3 people to help me. None of them showed up. I was in there by myself.
They got convicted.
Till the last 5 minutes when no one came in.
Who?
Zach.
Oh, Zach. Got me. He was up here, so I didn't even know he left.
He snuck out.
What a sneaky jerk. I'm just kidding, Zach. You're not a jerk. You are sneaky, though.
And basically, the whole time, I was trying to figure out something, like a creative way to do it, but I couldn't figure it out, so I just was going crazy. And I did not know about his office. It's basically like a kid's playroom. There's so many toys.
Yeah. They're not all mine. People just give me random things, and so I showcase them. So yeah, it's gotten worse since then. Yeah.
Yeah. So after service, I went back upstairs and stayed in the youth room, or not the youth room, the children's church, and just was kind of hanging out till after service, till everyone was out. So I went downstairs and was talking to some friends. When he came down, and like I remember Miss Heather, his wife, was like, "There's Hannah. She wasn't at service." So I told her that I was helping my mom in the children's church.
You lied at church about church? Oh, I hope you prayed. That's terrible.
So I kind of just continued talking to my friends until he went to the offices. Then I ran up and told Zach that he went to the office.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came out. And we were expecting him to be like shocked, but you were acting completely normal.
Yeah, in my line of work, there's a lot of surprises, a lot of things that happen. You just become immune to shock. So, but I will be honest. When I was alone in my office, there was some shock, because just the pure quantity of sticky notes. And she got different color ones. So it wasn't just like yellow. It just like orange. And when she ran out of orange, it faded to green. And then it faded to, like, it was insane. It was like a rainbow of notes. I actually did, because I think you got like in a hurry at some points. And so you would just like drop half of like the notepad things just randomly. I didn't have to buy sticky notes for a year. I still haven't bought any. I'm still using some of those sticky notes.
I'm still using mine too.
So really, it helped me. But I think the last one I threw away, like probably 3 months ago, I still found, like, there's still a sticky note. Like, because they've fallen and just, done things. And so, yeah, it took me probably 30 minutes to clean, but I've still been cleaning a year later. Like, so props. That was one of the more creative vandalisms that has been done against me.
Who did you think did it when you walked in the office?
I literally had no idea. I had no clue, because you don't expect her to be a mischievous, like, little trickster. So I really didn't know. But when I walked out and I was acting normal, but I was watching people, you were acting pretty suspicious, because you were like talking in your little group of friends, but y'all weren't always talking. You were just in a circle. And you all kept, like, looking over at me. And I was like, it was Hannah. Hannah did this to me. Hannah did it. But, yeah. So, yeah. That was pretty insane. But you're very good at sneaking around. You're not good at lying and hiding it. So, yeah. You gave yourself away. But it was still very impressive. To this day,
that's the best thing I've ever done.
The best thing you've ever done. Well, it'll take some very good thought and creativity to top it. I just couldn't even. I had no words. And I still don't have a lot of them. It was just everywhere. You couldn't see anything but it's Post-it notes.
Then the best part was when he came up and asked me if I did it.
I don't remember.
And you were like, you asked me where I was during service, and I told you, and you asked me what the sermon was in the children's church. And because I was bored before church, I read the sermon.
Oh.
So I was able to.
I remember that.
I was able to answer most of his questions.
Which impressed me and made me doubt that she actually did it. I was like, wait. So did she do it? But because she was acting weird, but then she did know all this stuff. So I was like, oh, maybe I'm wrong. But then she just couldn't keep it together. If you ever robbed a bank, people would figure it out, because you would just give yourself away. But you also would have a good alibi. So you might get away for like 3 days, and then you would go to prison. So don't become a criminal.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, good.
That would be bad for one of your students.
Well, that would be bad if more of my students became I'm pretty sure some of them do. But not you.
That's
not,
sweet.
Not Hannah. She's not a criminal. She's just a prankster.
The last question he asked me was, what was the slide in the summit? I did not look at the computer before I left, so I couldn't answer that. And that's what.
Yeah.
But he acted like he believed me. But I
didn't.
know he did.
I did not believe
I know
you.
he did.
I did not believe you. You were just acting guilty. So.
And then later on, before we left, we were talking again. And when I was in his office, there was the big calendar with all the youth events. So I told him one of the youth events that was happening.
A very specific one, and then that was like, yep, okay, now she's confessing, and I don't know. Gotta get her back. She'll never know when it's coming. Now she feels safe because it's been over a year. Don't feel safe. Don't feel safe. I'm just kidding. Or am I? Who knows?
Sad we didn't get to do it to your car, though, because we had actually design layout planned. It was going to be designed in a certain way.
Okay. The senior prank don't mess with my car. That's it. Because I think I took it well with the office because it was funny. I think I would take it less well with the car. I don't. That would not be funny. That wouldn't be a funny joke.
I'm probably not going to pull a senior prank because that was basically my senior prank
Yeah,
before I was a senior.
I'm not going to believe her. She's trying to make me feel safe, and I don't.
Okay. I guess that's the end of the video.
Okay.
Okay, see you.
Bye.
Bye.